Hey guys, Infected Poison here, and coming to you today with some Titanfall action, HardPoint. But you can see that I'm talking in the video and on the webcam, but it doesn't seem to be in sync, and there's one problem. Mainly because I recorded this entire video with live commentary, one of the first I tried to do, and it stuffed up because the mic did not record. Well, obviously that's really helpful, so you're gonna have to forgive me. I might be doing that the old kung fu old movie where my lips are moving but they don't seem to be in sync or saying the same thing. So I'm trying this new setup. I think I talked about it in the last couple of videos, where I'm using the OBS software. I'm still getting used to it, with some new overlays to try and improve the workflow, because I find it difficult to sort of with timescales to get videos going, mainly because if I do it with the Elgato, I've got to export it from the Elgato and then bring it into my editing software, pop on my overlays, put my beginning in, put my ending in, and it just takes a lot of time. So what I thought I'd try and do is use the OBS software, which records the overlays and the video all at the same time. And that way all I actually have to do, because it saves it straight into MP4, is literally just drop it into my editing software. That I've got a template up and running now, which basically has the beginning, and that's it. I just literally drop it in and basically cut out any of the crap at the beginning and the end, where I'm sort of waiting for games or whatever, edit them down in terms of cutting out the boring bits, and basically hit export and I'm away. So it is a lot quicker. I also have learned that if you get your settings right, not only on the OBS software, but if you get everything that matches not only the OBS software but also your setup in the Elgato software, which you can access through the OBS, but you can do it prior to doing anything else in the Elgato software, then the quality of the output is much better. That's something I struggled with when I first started using the OBS setup, which is why I didn't do it, mainly because I wasn't getting the quality I wanted. The Elgato software, obviously working with the Elgato, is where can run out with amazing video footage or game capture. Quality was superb, but it's all to do with the setup. If you're interested in my setup or how I do my videos, what softwares I use, drop a comment in below. Maybe I'll do a video on my setup and what works for me, because I've been doing a lot of research, like I do in my gameplay. I've watched lots of videos to see how people do different things, and see if it can improve me and my gameplay. But also, not only that, I do a lot of research on software. I work with software anyway, so it's something that isn't just a hobby. I do enjoy it as well, but it's more of a geeky, nerdy thing. I do want it to be spot on. I have this bit of an OCD in making sure that everything is top-notch quality. But further to that, the reason we're getting Titanfall back is because recently I've having to play a bit more Titanfall, and there is a reason for that. The reason I've got to play Titanfall is because my Xbox 360, which I had Call of Duty Ghosts on, has become a ghost and it's died. I've got had the 4 rings, flashing rings. For some reason, I have a Triton headset, and you have to, because of the HDMI cable, you have to put in their unique AV plug, whatever it is, for the TV, which gives you an extension basically on the optical cable. Because I have one of the very first ones. I've already done a fix for the red ring of death, and unfortunately it does mean that this looks like it's on its way out. So I managed to fix that and got that solved, and I played a couple of games, and unfortunately I've now got the 3 rings, which after doing a bit of research is, well, who knows? It is something to do with the heating up and the overheating, but and something to do with what did I think it was? Well, whatever it is, it's a pain in the ass. So at the moment I'm not able to play Ghost, so I'm not sure. Leave a comment below, because I'm considering that, because I'm going to get Modern Warfare for the Xbox One, I'm going to potentially either buy Ghost or get it second hand or a used copy for the Xbox One, because I do enjoy Ghost, as much as I rant about it, and there is a lot of bad vibe in the COD fan base. It's actually not that bad of a game, in its own right. And actually, I've done a few. That's the only thing I wouldn't be able to do if I went on the Xbox One, is I wouldn't be able to go back to Black Ops 2, wouldn't be able to do the Modern Warfare 3 series that I wanted to do. But having said that, I've been playing a fair bit recently to try and get footage for those series, or the series of the sort of revisited, and in all honesty, going back, not really. I mean, Modern Warfare 3, I really enjoyed that one, but I've not really enjoyed it as much as I thought I would do. I really enjoyed Black Ops 2 when I played it, really enjoyed Modern Warfare 3, but I don't know, I'm just not feeling it anymore. I think, that I guess when you actually look back on the games, when you look at graphics, you do a comparison between the graphics and you play a lot of the new game, it's, well, I guess you get used to it, and going back and playing the old stuff is always a bit, just dated, I guess, The reason the new ones come out is because they're new and improved, and obviously that's a bonus. So who knows? Anyway, let me know your thoughts on that. Do leave a comment on what's your favourite Call of Duty. What do you play regularly? What do you enjoy playing? Is there something that one of the games that you always go back to? Is there, for instance, do you play Black Ops 2 or Black Ops, or do you go back to Modern Warfare 3? What do you guys want to play? So have you got an Xbox One? Have you played Ghosts on it? Is it worth getting it for the Xbox One, or should I just try and fix the 360? Because I think it's just a case of me pulling it apart and running the thermal paste on it again, in all honesty, because I think that's not been great, and I think that's an easy fix. And if that's the case, then great, and I'll be back on the 360. But if it's not, then to be honest, the cost of getting it repaired, for all the new games that are coming out, that I have on my wish list, on my Amazon wish list. If anyone wants to get on there, please let me know. I'll drop a link, and you're more than welcome to pre-order these games for me, because we've got the Halo Master Chief coming out. I realised the other day, weirdly, I haven't actually played Halo 4, so I've got that to look forward to. And then obviously Halo 5's coming out. No release date as yet. Call of Duty Modern Warfare is coming out, so that's coming out over in September, November, so that's all good. Then we've got Tom Clancy's Division. That looks absolutely amazing, so I can't wait for that. Potentially Destiny's coming out, so a lot of cash to be spent, and in all honesty, I wouldn't have thought I'd be buying it for the Xbox 360 if I was going to be buying anything. It would obviously be for the new consoles. What's the point in buying old games for an old console when I've purchased the Xbox One? So is it worth bothering getting an Xbox 360 up and running when most of the games coming out soon, which I want to put up on my channel, even though I've only got a lowly 12 subscribers, then the games I want to place in are all going to be on next gen consoles, or are they now next gen consoles? But so really, there's a fair bit of thought really going into it. Is it worth bothering with the new, the older console games? So anyway, again, drop a drop a comment in the box below and let me know what you guys think. You know, what are you going to be buying for? If you haven't got the next gen, if you haven't got an Xbox One or a PS4, when do you think you're going to bother buying it? You know, are you waiting to see, you know, what games come out first? You know, because there's not a huge amount of games out there for them, or at least there is a load of games, but you know, not brilliant games. But let me know what you think, because I'm definitely going to be getting Advanced Warfare on the Xbox One. I won't be bothering with the 360 version at all. So yeah, that'd be interesting to know, because it will determine whether I bother getting the 360. You know, if anyone thinks that Ghost is rubbish on the Xbox One, because I've heard that it's difficult to get into games, that the games you get into are just full of an absolute bloody tryhard, so you know that obviously affects, you know, it's difficult to play against them, but you know, I don't know, maybe I'll be better on it, you know, who knows. So do, you know, let me know, and if there's any games that you're looking forward to coming out, and anything you would want to see me play to have a bit of a laugh at how crap I am at them, you know, then do let me know. Also, what I really would be interested in to know is, do you like the new overlays? You know, is this format much better? Does anyone prefer the face cam? I'm considering changing my YouTube channel. Instead of Infected Boys and Gaming, I'm changing it to Really Ugly Gamer. But who knows? Because I think sometimes, you know, when you see my ugly mug sitting there, you know, do you really want to be watching me play games, or do you just want the gameplay? I've got another Titanfall game coming out soon, or gameplay coming up onto my channel soon, and that is with the same as Watch Dogs, which is just a simple logo in the top right corner. So that's not too bad, you know, and I quite like that. Quite like that effect. I think, if I'm honest, I'm going to again change the overlays a little bit, because I think the logo in the centre is a little bit too big, so I want to just reduce that. And I think the link, or the labels in the bottom need a bit of working as well, so maybe reduce those as well. But again, you know, let me know if you want any, if you're using the OBS, because I'd like to do some streaming, and I was going to gauge the amount of subscribers I got to my channel, to whether it'd be worth doing some streaming, because my internet connection isn't that great, but soon I'm getting this fibre optic, so that would be pretty cool, so I'll be able to do some really sweet streaming with that, because obviously the speed will be a lot better. So there you go, we got the victory there. And if you haven't played Titanfall, what you have to do now is you get a certain period of time where the enemy get a drop ship to escape. They get extra points if they finally get on there and get away, and we get extra points if we shoot them down and make sure they don't get on that ship. But yeah, let me know if you play Titanfall, what do you think? So going back to it from playing a lot of Call of Duty, I really quite like it. You know, I quite missed it, so I've enjoyed the last few nights doing some decent gameplay, and I got my head screwed off, which is yeah. So drop a like, please, drop a comment, let me know what your thoughts are on next gen games. If you've got an Xbox, Call of Duty Ghost on the Xbox One, what games are you looking forward to coming out? If there's anything on my channel you want to see, join our laugh about other games, and yeah, just do drop a comment. I really want to start getting to know my subscribers, and the die-hard fans who are you 12 subscribers out there. Again, thank you very much for subscribing. So there you go, 13 for 5. Not bad, but just want to get things going. And anyway, so coming up on the screen is 2 links to Modern Warfare 3 Comparison Dome and Unearthed, and also latest chem fail. Thank you very much. So hit the like button, subscribe, and cheers. Thanks. Bye bye.